3 new Ontario OINP draws invite 2,643 for permanent residency. Ontario has made significant immigration updates, with 3 new OINP draws, the first federal express entry draw of September 2025, and upcoming worker rules set to expand job opportunities from January 2026. If you are interested in this topic, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end to get all the information. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. On September 2, 2025, the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program made headlines by issuing an impressive 2,643 invitations for permanent residency through 3 OINP draws. This is the highest number of permanent residency invitations issued by OINP in a single day in 2025. The draws, targeting 10 high-demand occupations, listed in later part of this article, reflect Ontario's commitment to bolstering its workforce and fostering economic growth. In this video, we delve into the details of these draws, the targeted occupations, and the application process. Full details of the Ontario OINP draw September 2nd. The September 2nd, 2025, draws focused on 3 streams under the employer job offer category: the foreign worker stream, the international student stream, and the in-demand skills stream. Collectively, these streams issued invitations to 2,643 candidates who demonstrated the qualifications and job offers needed to meet Ontario's labor market demands. Here's a breakdown of the draws. 1. Employer job offer, foreign worker stream. Number of invitations, 1,305. Date profiles created, July 2, 2025 to September 2, 2025. Score range, 41 and above. Notes, targeted at candidates with job offers in 9 priority healthcare occupations or as early childhood educators and assistants, NOC 42202. 2. Employer job offer, international student stream. Number of invitations, 1,105. Date profiles created, July 2, 2025 to September 2, 2025. Score range, 58 and above. Notes, targeted at international students with job offers in the same 9 healthcare occupations or as early childhood educators and assistants, NOC 42202. 3. Employer job offer, in-demand skills stream. Number of invitations, 233. Date profiles created, July 2, 2025 September 2, 2025. Score range, 33 and above. Notes, targeted at candidates with job offers in home support workers, housekeepers, and related occupations, NOC 44101. These draws were strategically designed to prioritize candidates already in Canada, ensuring a seamless integration into the workforce. By focusing on specific national occupational classification codes, the OINP aims to address immediate labor shortages in critical sectors, particularly healthcare and early childhood education. Full list of targeted occupations, addressing critical needs. The OINP draws specifically targeted 9 healthcare occupations and early childhood educators, reflecting the province's urgent need for professionals in these fields. The selected NOC codes include NOC 31100, specialists in clinical and laboratory medicine. These professionals, including pathologists and radiologists, are essential for diagnostic and treatment services. NOC 31101, specialists in surgery. Surgeons play a critical role in addressing complex medical conditions, from orthopedic to cardiovascular surgeries. NOC 31102, general practitioners and family physicians. These doctors are the backbone of primary care, serving communities across Ontario. NOC 31300, nursing coordinators and supervisors. These professionals oversee nursing staff, ensuring efficient healthcare delivery. NOC 31301, registered nurses and registered psychiatric nurses. RNs and RPNs provide direct patient care, a cornerstone of Ontario's healthcare system. NOC 31302, nurse practitioners. NPs offer advanced care, often serving as primary care providers in underserved areas. NOC 31303, physician assistants, midwives, and allied health professionals. These roles support physicians and provide specialized care, such as midwifery services. NOC 32101, licensed practical nurses. LPNs deliver essential nursing care under the supervision of RNs and doctors. NOC 33102, nurse aides, orderlies, and patient service associates. These workers provide critical support in hospitals and long-term care facilities. NOC 42202, Early childhood educators and assistants, ECEs and assistants nurture young children's development, addressing a growing demand in Ontario's education sector. Additionally, the in-demand skills stream targeted NOC 44101, home support workers, housekeepers, and related occupations, which includes roles vital to supporting the elderly and individuals with disabilities. By focusing on these occupations, the OINP is addressing immediate labor market gaps while ensuring that invited candidates are well-positioned to contribute to Ontario's healthcare and education systems. These targeted draws also reflect the province's broader strategy to prioritize sectors that have been strained by population growth, aging demographics, and post-pandemic recovery needs. The application process: what candidates need to know. Candidates who received an invitation to apply on September 2, 2025, must act swiftly to capitalize on this opportunity. The OINP has streamlined its application process, with a significant update implemented on July 2, 2025, requiring all job offer approvals to be submitted through the employer portal. This change ensures greater efficiency and transparency in the application process. Here's a step-by-step guide for candidates and employers. 1. Notification of invitation. Candidates and their employers are notified via email if their expression of interest is selected from the OINP pool. The EOI system ranks candidates based on factors such as their job offer, work experience, and alignment with Ontario's labor market needs. 2. Employer responsibilities. Employers need to submit an application for approval of the employment position through the employer portal within 14 calendar days from the date of the invitation, by September 16, 2025. The job offer need align with one of the targeted NOC codes and meet the OINP's requirements for the respective stream. 3. Candidate responsibilities. Candidates need to log into the OINP e-filing portal and locate their new application file number, prefixed with JOXX, distinct from the EOI file number. They need to submit their application and make the required payment within 17 calendar days from the date of the invitation, by September 19, 2025. Candidates should review the document checklist for their specific stream to ensure all mandatory documents are included. 4. Stream-specific requirements. Candidates must confirm they meet the eligibility criteria for the stream they were invited under: foreign worker, international student, or in-demand skills. For the foreign worker and international student streams, a minimum score of 41 and 58, respectively, is required, along with a job offer in one of the targeted NOC codes. For the in-demand skills stream, a minimum score of 33 and a job offer in NOC 44101 are required. 5. Additional resources. Candidates and employers can refer to the OINP Employer Portal User Guide and the June 12, 2025, Program Update for detailed instructions. The OINP website provides comprehensive information on stream requirements, document checklists, and application procedures. Failure to meet these deadlines or provide the required documentation may result in the application being rejected, so candidates and employers must act promptly and ensure accuracy. The Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program's issuance of 2,643 invitations on September 2, 2025, marks a pivotal moment in Canada's immigration landscape. By targeting healthcare professionals and early childhood educators, the OINP is addressing critical labor shortages while offering skilled workers a pathway to permanent residency. Candidates and employers must act swiftly to meet the application deadlines and requirements, leveraging the streamlined employer portal process. As Ontario continues to prioritize high-demand occupations, these draws highlight the province's commitment to building a stronger, more resilient economy. For invited candidates, this is a chance to contribute to Ontario's future while securing a place in one of Canada's most vibrant provinces. First Express Entry Draw of September 2025 issues 249 PR invitations. The first Express Entry Draw of September 2025, held on September 2, issued 249 invitations to apply for permanent residency through the Provincial Nominee Program. This video targeted candidates with a comprehensive ranking system score of 772 or higher, aligning closely with our projections shared on September 1. Let's explore the key details of today's Express Entry Draw, latest CRS score distribution in the pool, and a look back at all the PNP draws in 2025. Key details of the September 2 Express Entry Draw. Program: Provincial Nominee Program. Date and time: September 2, 2025. Number of invitations: 249. Minimum CRS score: 772. Rank required: 249 or above. Tie-breaking rule: Applied to profiles submitted before August 28, 2025, at 19:19 and 18 seconds Universal Time Coordinated. The tie-breaking rule ensured that if multiple candidates shared the lowest CRS score of 772, only those who submitted their express entry profiles before the specified date and time were invited. This draw reflects Canada's ongoing commitment to welcoming skilled immigrants through targeted PNP streams, which prioritize candidates nominated by provinces to meet regional labor market needs. Latest CRS score distribution in the express entry pool. As of September 1, 2025, the express entry pool included 254,672 candidates. Here's a breakdown of the CRS score distribution. The limited number of candidates in the 601 to 1,200 range, 246, underscores the competitiveness of high CRS scores in PNP draws, where provincial nominations typically add 600 points to a candidate's score, significantly boosting their ranking. All the 2025 PNP draws. The September 2 draw continues a trend of smaller, targeted PNP draws in 2025. Here's a look at previous PNP draws this year for comparison. The CRS cutoff of 772 in the latest draw is slightly lower than August's high of 800 but higher than earlier draws like May's 706, reflecting fluctuations in candidate pool dynamics and provincial demands. The smaller invitation numbers in recent draws suggest a focus on precision, targeting candidates with strong provincial nominations and high employability. Why this draw matters? The provincial nominee program remains a critical pathway for express entry candidates, offering a significant CRS boost for those nominated by a Canadian province or territory. With only 246 candidates in the 601 to 1,200 CRS range, competition remains fierce, particularly for those relying on PNP nominations to elevate their scores. This draw's alignment with our September 1 prediction highlights the predictability of Canada's immigration system, providing valuable insight for applicants planning their express entry journey. What's next for express entry applicants? Candidates in the pool should continue optimizing their profiles to improve their CRS scores. Key factors influencing CRS scores include age, candidates younger than 30 years of age score higher. Education, higher credentials, especially Canadian degrees, add points. Work experience, both Canadian and foreign experience count. Language proficiency, strong results in English and/or French tests, e.g., IELTS, Setp, TEF, are crucial. Provincial nomination, a nomination adds 600 points, often making the difference in competitive draws. Applicants with scores below 772 should explore provincial nomination opportunities or improve their profiles through additional education, work experience, or language testing. With 74,183 candidates in the 451 to 500 range and 74,314 in the 401 to 450 range, many are close to the threshold for future PNP draws but may need a nomination to secure an invitation. As Canada continues to roll out express entry draws in 2025, staying informed is key. The next draw could see shifts in CRS cutoffs or invitation numbers, depending on the candidate pool and immigration, refugees and Citizenship Canada priorities. For those aiming to immigrate to Canada, monitoring updates and preparing a robust express entry profile are essential steps toward securing permanent residency. Canada's immigration system is dynamic, and every draw brings new opportunities for skilled workers to call Canada home. When was the latest express entry draw? On September 2, the latest express entry sent out 249 invitations to apply, targeting candidates with a provincial nomination and having a CRS score of 772 or above. New Ontario worker rules to boost job access effective January 2026. Effective January 1, 2026, certified workers from other provinces and territories will gain unprecedented access to Ontario's job market through a streamlined, as-of-right, framework. This video, designed specifically for regulated non-health occupations, aims to empower Canadian workers by allowing them to start working in Ontario almost immediately while their full certification is processed. Imagine a skilled electrician from Alberta or an architect from British Columbia eyeing opportunities in Ontario's booming construction sector. Under the current system, they might face months of bureaucratic hurdles, delaying their ability to contribute to major projects and earn a living. But come January 2026, that wait could shrink dramatically to just 10 business days for initial approval, followed by a 6-month work period. This video delves deep into the details of the new framework, its implications, mechanics, benefits, real-world examples, and expert insights to give you a comprehensive understanding of this historic shift. The persistent problem of interprovincial barriers. For decades, Canada's federal structure has inadvertently created silos in the labor market. While the country boasts a highly skilled workforce, regulatory differences between provinces have often acted as invisible walls, preventing seamless movement of talent. Approximately 20% of occupations in Canada are regulated, meaning professionals must obtain specific certifications or licenses to practice. This includes fields like engineering, architecture, geoscience, land surveying, and trades such as electrical work sectors critical to infrastructure development and economic growth. Historically, these barriers have led to inefficiencies. Workers certified in one province might need to undergo redundant assessments, pay hefty fees, or wait extended periods to prove their qualifications elsewhere. In 2023 alone, around 3,000 labor mobility applications were processed in Ontario across 14 regulated professions and 23 compulsory trades under the Fair Access to Regulated Professions and Compulsory Trades Act, 2006. Yet, many applicants endured waits of several months to half a year, stalling careers and exacerbating labor shortages in high-demand areas. These delays aren't just inconvenient, they have tangible economic costs. Businesses struggle to fill positions, projects get postponed, and workers lose income opportunities. In a post-pandemic world where supply chains are fragile and international trade tensions loom, particularly with potential U.S. tariffs on Canadian goods, such fragmentation weakens Canada's competitive edge. Ontario, as the nation's economic powerhouse, has recognized this vulnerability and is stepping up to foster a more integrated national workforce. Critics argue it contradicts the spirit of the Canadian Free Trade Agreement and hinders the free flow of labor guaranteed under federal principles. Ontario's new measures address this head-on, signaling a commitment to internal free trade that could inspire similar actions nationwide. Unveiling the As of Right framework. What it means for workers. At the heart of Ontario's reform is the As of Right framework, a policy innovation that prioritizes speed and accessibility without compromising safety or quality. Starting January 1, 2026, workers in regulated non-health occupations who hold valid certifications from out-of-province regulatory authorities can apply for immediate work rights in Ontario. Here's how it works in simple terms. Eligible workers submit their existing registration documents to the relevant Ontario regulatory body, along with any additional requirements specified for the As of Right process. These requirements might include proof of good standing, insurance verification, or basic competency checks tailored to the occupation. Once submitted, the regulatory authority must respond within 10 business days, confirming the worker's deemed certification and granting permission to begin working. This interim approval allows the worker to practice for a one-time, 6-month period. During this window, they can complete a full application for permanent registration in Ontario. It's a bridge that keeps professionals productive while bureaucracy catches up, a far cry from the exhaustive upfront evaluations of the past. Importantly, this framework applies to a vast array of professions governed by more than 50 regulatory authorities under the Ontario Labour Mobility Act, 2009. This encompasses over 300 certifications, from architects designing urban skylines to engineers overseeing bridge constructions and electricians powering homes and industries. The government has mandated that all these authorities publish clear, detailed information on their websites about the As of Right process, including required documents and steps. This transparency aims to demystify the system and encourage more applications. To illustrate, consider a geoscientist from Quebec specializing in mineral exploration. Under the new rules, they could relocate to Ontario's mining-rich north, submit their credentials online, and potentially start fieldwork within 2 weeks. This agility not only benefits the individual but also supports Ontario's resource sector, which is vital for supplying materials in green energy transitions. Step-by-step guide, navigating the new application process. For workers eager to leverage this opportunity, understanding the process is key. While the framework simplifies things, preparation remains essential. Below is a detailed, step-by-step breakdown based on the government's outlined procedures. Identify your regulatory authority. Research the Ontario body that oversees your occupation. For instance, Professional Engineers Ontario handles engineering certifications, while the Ontario College of Trades manages skilled trades like plumbing or carpentry. Use official government portals or the authorities' websites to confirm. Gather required documents. Compile your out-of-province certification, proof of active registration, and any supplementary materials. This might include resumes, references, or evidence of continuing education. Check the authority's website for, as of right, specific checklists to avoid delays. Submit your application. File through the streamlined labor mobility channel. Applications can often be done online, reducing paperwork. Ensure all requirements are met, as incomplete submissions could extend processing times. Await confirmation. Within 10 business days, you'll receive notification of your deemed certification. This green light allows you to start working immediately, provided you comply with Ontario's workplace standards. Work and complete full registration. Use the 6-month period to submit a comprehensive application for full licensure. This might involve exams, interviews, or additional training if gaps in qualifications are identified. Monitor updates. Stay informed via the regulatory authorities' published resources. The government requires ongoing transparency, so expect regular updates on process improvements. No longer will workers sit idle. Instead, they can contribute from day one after equivalent standards unless proven otherwise. Contrasting old and new. Why the change matters. To appreciate the reform's impact, let's juxtapose the old and new processes in a clear comparison. Timeline. Current, up to 30 calendar days for decision, often extending to months for full registration. New, 10 business days for interim approval, 6 months for work while finalizing. Work access. Current, no work until full certification. New, immediate work rights post-confirmation. Scope. Current, limited to specific mobility applications. New, broad application across 50+ authorities and 300+ certifications. Transparency. Current, varies by authority. New, mandatory website publications for process details. This shift isn't merely administrative, it's economic strategy. By accelerating integration, Ontario addresses labor shortages in key sectors. For example, with major infrastructure projects like highway expansions and renewable energy initiatives underway, faster access to skilled land surveyors or engineers could prevent costly delays. Moreover, it counters external threats. As U.S. policies fluctuate, a unified Canadian workforce becomes a bulwark, ensuring domestic projects proceed without reliance on foreign talent amid visa complexities. Economic boost, benefits for workers, employers, and Canada. The as-of-right rules are engineered to deliver multifaceted benefits, starting with individual workers. For Canadians seeking better opportunities, this means reduced relocation risks. A family from Manitoba could move to Ontario confident in quick employment, stabilizing finances, and integrating faster into communities. Employers stand to gain immensely. In industries plagued by vacancies, think construction amid housing crises or tech amid innovation pushes, hiring certified out-of-province talent becomes feasible without protracted waits. This fills critical gaps, enhances productivity, and supports nation-building endeavors like high-speed rail or clean energy grids. On a macro level, these changes fortify Canada's economy. By promoting internal free trade, Ontario helps create a resilient, competitive market. The province has already signed 10 agreements with other jurisdictions, ensuring reciprocal benefits. Ontario workers can similarly access jobs in Alberta's oil sands or British Columbia's ports, fostering a truly national labor pool. Productivity gains are projected to be significant. Harmonizing occupational health and safety standards across provinces. Another government initiative will further streamline pathways, reducing training redundancies. All this while upholding Ontario's rigorous standards for worker safety, ensuring no compromise on quality. In essence, this framework aligns with the Protect Ontario Through Free Trade Within Canada Act, 2025, positioning the province as a leader in agile labor markets. It's a proactive response to global uncertainties, empowering Canadians to thrive domestically. Voices from the top, ministerial insights and endorsements. Government officials have hailed this as a pivotal advancement. David Piccini, Minister of Labour, Immigration, Training and Skills Development, emphasized the protective aspect. Our government is leading Canada in our efforts to protect workers by helping them find better jobs and building a more resilient, competitive and united Canadian economy. With these historic measures, we're tearing down barriers to create more opportunities for workers and businesses, building a stronger province and country. Echoing this, Vic Fedeli, Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade, highlighted the milestone. The implementation of as-of-right rules marks a key milestone in advancing the historic actions taken by our government to break down interprovincial trade barriers and enable workers to move and practice freely from coast to coast. By cutting red tape and eliminating costly delays for certified professionals, our government is unlocking new markets and opportunities for workers and businesses, strengthening our domestic and national economy, and ensuring Ontario remains a resilient and competitive jurisdiction for investment and growth. These statements underscore the strategic intent, not just mobility, but unity against external economic pressures. Industry leaders, though not quoted here, have similarly praised the move, noting its potential to accelerate project timelines and attract investment. Statistical snapshot, numbers behind this new reform. Data paints a compelling picture. Application volume, 3,000 mobility apps in 2023, indicating strong demand. Regulated occupations, 20% nationwide, with Ontario's rules covering 50+ authorities. Wait time reduction, from months to days, potentially unlocking thousands of work hours annually. Agreement signed, 10 interprovincial pacts, promoting reciprocity. These figures highlight the scale and urgency, with projections suggesting increased applications post-2026 as awareness grows. Interprovincial agreements, building a national network. Ontario's 10 signed agreements with provinces and territories are foundational. These pacts ensure mutual recognition, meaning an Ontario-certified worker faces fewer hurdles in Saskatchewan, and vice versa. This web of reciprocity strengthens internal trade, akin to the EU's labour mobility but tailored to Canada's federation. Ongoing work to harmonize safety training further cements this, potentially standardizing certifications for high-risk trades. As January 2026 approaches, anticipation builds. Will this spark a wave of interprovincial migration? Likely, especially in growth sectors. Challenges may include initial teething issues with applications or resistance from local unions fearing competition. However, the government's emphasis on maintaining standards should mitigate concerns. Long-term, this could pressure other provinces to adopt similar measures, fostering a pan-Canadian labor strategy. Amid global shifts like AI disrupting jobs or green transitions demanding new skills, Ontario's agility positions it as a model. A United Canada starts with Mobile Workers Ontario's As of Right framework, launching January 1, 2026, isn't just policy, it's a catalyst for change. By empowering certified workers to cross provincial lines swiftly, it builds a stronger, more unified Canada. As we navigate economic uncertainties, this initiative protects livelihoods, boosts productivity, and unlocks potential. For workers dreaming of new horizons, the future looks brighter, starting right here in Ontario. The new OINP draws, Canada's latest express entry invitations, and Ontario's upcoming worker rules reflect a strong push to welcome skilled talent. These changes not only create more opportunities for immigrants but also address labor market needs. That is all for today, in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later, in the next video. Till then, take care.